This is part 2 of a series where we're taking a look at percentages of the Bible books and the overall canon. And if you isolate the portion that Paul wrote, which some interpret as being he's antinomian or anti-law, anti-Torah, is often the way he's been portrayed, and that was the way I believed for many, many years. But if you look at his actual percentage of writing, so it doesn't make sense that a majority of this book, of the book we call the Bible, was written from a pro-law perspective. So when you combine the different percentages of the books, vast majority of these people are all people who are keeping Torah. And so I just want you to think about this. Do you think that God in the flesh, when he comes to dwell amongst his sheep, as he was sent to the lost sheep of Israel, when he came, does it make sense that while he's here, he didn't take time to speak against the law and against following Torah? He clearly does no such thing. It doesn't make sense that he would come along and say, you know what, I'm going to leave that to Paul. I think Paul, he should be the guy that really breaks down and tells us how the law is canceled and no longer valid, and we don't have to follow it, and all we got to do is have a little faith and believe, and we're saved. We don't have to do anything else. I think if you just stop and think about that for a minute, it doesn't make sense that the King of the universe, the Word made flesh, is walking on earth, and he's going to leave this to another person if the law was no longer valid and not to be followed. Yeshua, while he's on earth, he is the person to say it. He doesn't. So when you look at the overall words of the text, vast majority of the biblical canon is written for pro-law, pro-keeping Torah. Just something to think about.